All right, and we're live. CS Podcast Radio. This is Brian. I'm here with Robert.
And what is going on, everyone?
You ready for some mind-bending experiences, man? Whoa! Anyway,
Shit. I'm not drunk enough for that yet.
all right. Can you see everything fine?
Yeah, good to go, man.
All right, cool. So, yep, CS Podcast Radio. As you all know, we have the group, The Final Chapter. As you see here, find us on Facebook. Look us up in this bar right here, you lazy sack of shit. Okay, so as usual, we fly by the seat of our pants, and we just talk about shit, and we just say stuff. So that's pretty much what's going to be happening tonight. Did you say hello already, Rob?
I said hello already.
All right. So, would you want to talk about anything in general here, or what are we
Well, I
going to
mean, the big news. What was the big news this week? Shit. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. I swear. Oh, not the big news, but the event that the rally that Trump had was pretty insane.
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a line for 1.5 miles, 2 miles for people to get into the event.
Yeah, it was a pretty damn long line.
So there's definitely supporters out there. I think still, even at this point in time, supporters are still a little bit afraid to come out and say, "Hey, I support Donald Trump. I voted for Donald Trump." I'm not sure why, but
because the liberals are fucking Nazis, man.
Yeah, but at
We'll
this
play
point,
the Nazi game. We'll play the Nazi game with them too. We'll just call them Nazis.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to get into that fucking childish nonsense. How they play, but I don't know. How do you get through to them that we're fucking America? America, fuck yeah. But I mean, really, America first, is that really that bad? Like, they've been educated to the point where being American and looking out for our nation is a crime against humanity, apparently. I don't know what the hell's going on in these people's minds. They're fucking fruitcakes. Anyway, how about we just we'll just scroll back. Start out. Rob got pretty decent article going on right now. You can check him out at the remote control right there. The remote cntrl.com. It's pretty popular. Number 2 on Google right now. Right?
Yeah, number 2 on Google.
So check that out, or check out his group, the remote control. Show it to you real quick. Bingo, that's the remote control. Just type in the remote control in the search bar, you lazy son of a bitch, and join up. Check it out. We got all kinds of he got all kinds of news about movies, television, old, new, whatever. It's all entertainment, talk about everything there. I contribute as well. Other people jump in. Pretty good discussion.
Yeah, good times. It's attached to my podcast that I do weekly, The Remote Control, which is also getting some pretty good remarks on iTunes. So check that out as well. There's also a YouTube channel, but we won't get into all that. We're just going to get back to.
We'll probably have a new episode coming out tomorrow evening, I guess, of that one.
The podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow evening.
What I really wanted to talk about was this latest happening with North Korea. Kim Jong-un, threatening to nuke the United States if a single bullet is fired, while Rex Tillerson is doing a tour of the Asian Pacific region. He was in Japan, jumped up to South Korea, then he went over to China. It's just basically like a security meeting with all these people. We'll talk about trade. but it was mostly to reassure our allies that, North Korea does start acting up. We're going to go fuck them up, pretty much. I don't have audio right now. We just spent like an hour trying to figure out how to get audio over the Google Hangouts. We didn't have it resolved at the time. We just said, you know what, screw it. We're just going to go ahead with the podcast. Sorry, don't have the audio. I wanted to play, Rex Tillerson's press conference with the Asian media and I guess affiliates and all that. But we don't have that. So, but what's your take on all of this right now? Were you paying attention to this at all, Bob?
A little bit. I mean, I'm reading a good bit of it right now. Did we talk about North Korea last week? I mean, it's really just we need to not that we should not fear them, because Kim Jong is reckless. But I think that we need to not take it. I don't know how to say it.
I think what
we need to show them, like, look, fuck you. We're not going to take this shit.
Yeah.
We're going to do what we need and want to do for our country. You can go ahead and threaten us all you want, but we're not going to take your shit. But we can't take it lightly. That's what I'm going for here. We don't want to take. I
think
lightly.
North Korea should be made an example of. I think instead of bombing, just firebombing the whole country, pretty much what we did with Iraq, I think they should go in very clean, very precise, assassinate him. Just him. And let one of the older generals with a leveler head take control of the country.
Oh, interesting. Trump did tweet out, North Korea is behaving very badly. They've been playing the United States for years. China has done little to help. I mean, Trump's taking notice. And Trump's going to not sugarcoat anything. He's going to say, look, if he feels they're doing bad, then he's going to say it. I think it's a little dangerous to call China out right there. But I again, with North Korea, they are somebody that we should not take lightly, but I think they're somebody that we need to show force and make them understand that we're not going to just sit here and just, listen to what you say and be afraid of it, because that's not what America is. We're going to do what we need to do for our country. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. Like I said, I'm not too up on this current issue here, but
we gotta get us some Donald Trump tweets.
Okay. Let's see.
Where's he at? Here it is. North Korea is behaving very badly. They have been playing the United States for years. China has done little to help. And that's true. It is very true that they've been playing us. But that's only because of weak leadership. 8 years of Obama.
Very true. And that's the thing. And that's what
his State Department, it wasn't just him either. It was other past leaders. And,
absolutely.
Hillary Clinton she was Secretary of State before. And who would we have? Donald Rumsfeld as previous Secretary of State?
Well, John Kerry was.
Oh, yeah, John Kerry. That's right. Okay. So over what? How many years? We gave him $150 billion. Just be like, hey, look, we get it. You're having trouble up there. Here's money. Like, we'll help you out. We'll give you food. But just don't go build nuclear bombs, right? Now, how easy is that? And we'll let you come on the world stage, and we'll get you some new stuff. We'll get you some trade. But no, they don't want to do that. It's fucking the guy. I don't know. He's on a power trip or something. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if I was a world leader, you would want, especially in a weak position like they are, you'd want to go and make friends with everybody, right? Or at least the
Yeah,
big guys.
yeah.
Um, which makes me think that Kim Jong Un is really a Chinese puppet, and the Chinese are looking to use North Korea to destabilize the region just enough to cause a security crisis, not with just the United States, but with the Russians, because the Russians are concerned too. They're not. They don't want to play a nuke game with them either. And
No, not at all. Here's the thing that just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, North
so, I mean,
Korea.
it's the Chinese client state of North Korea. Just think of North Korea as a proxy for China. Is it's Chinese trying to get an upper hand, trying to force their will on the rest of the world by using this threat, right? That's the way I see it. It's just some way, somehow, it's the Chinese playing puppet master with North Korea.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to North Korea, I don't know what everybody is afraid. I mean, yeah, I'm afraid of the idea that they could have nukes and they could, nuke some country. The problem is it's North Korea. It's North Korea.
Googling who it was then.
The problem is, what do they have to gain? I mean, honestly, if they started a war with a country like America or Russia, they're not going to win. So there's nothing to gain for it. Yeah, they'll cause some mayhem and some terror, but honestly, it's not going to be in their favor. They would never win. So,
no, definitely not. But here's the thing: they have a lot of military technology. That's pretty comparable. I mean, it'll do a lot of damage. We have, what is it, 10,000 troops stationed in South Korea right now?
yes.
So, say they attack South Korea. That's our ally. Or Japan. We're sworn to protect these guys. So that draws us in. North Korea is being protected by China. And they're sworn to protect them. So North Korea is looking to be a war with China. That's who you're really going to be fighting.
Yeah, real quick here. There's actually more than 28,000 U.S. troops.
Oh, good.
In South Korea.
Good look up there. Good fact check. That's the thing about North Korea. Otherwise, they would have been handled already. They're like that bratty little child that's just sitting there misbehaving in front of their parents, and you just want to smack the shit out of them, but you can't because they're sitting there with their parents, and their parents are just letting them act like brats.
Yeah.
That's basically North Korea.
I mean, China is a threat.
So are we going to humiliate China? We going to call their bluff? What's going to happen? I don't think it's going to happen like that. I think there's going to be talks, and they're just going to be like, look, just fucking off them. Just get rid of them. Annex North Korea into China. This will become another province of China. We shouldn't give it to China that way, but it's probably how it'll be. But the Chinese are, they're pretty bullheaded too. And they'll demand, well, we want the whole peninsula. They'll say something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And then it'll make it a completely unattainable goal. And the motherfucker will be sitting there over there up in his rocket tech, like today. I think it was today or yesterday when Tillerson was in China talking with President Xi of China, that they did the rocket tests. They were testing new rocket engine technology, and they're talking about placing a geosynchronous satellite in orbit around the Earth, a communication satellite. So, but I don't know what they're going to use it for. Nobody in North Korea has a phone. So that's where we're at with that. I was going to move on, but do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, nothing else, sir.
All right. Fuck North Korea.
Fuck.
That's right, Bob. Say fuck it. Fuck North Korea. How about the latest developments with this travel ban? The Hawaii judge is stepping in and using these imaginary children who might be offended, these Muslim children, by this travel ban, this temporary ban.
It's about time somebody steps up that might have a little bit of a voice.
No. He ruled against the travel ban.
Oh, he's ruling against it.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's why I have politically correct judges will be the downfall of this nation.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. No, I mean, it's getting out of hand with politically correctness. It's getting out of hand that the president can't do what he needs to do to help protect this nation. I mean, it's, again, look, we're still early on in his presidency, and I think a lot of what he's doing, I think he's seeing where people in the government currently stand, and he's going to see who he can trust and who he can't trust. And I think a lot of that is going on right now, and he's gonna clean the swamp out. So I mean, that's gonna happen. It's just gonna take some time.
I think the 9th district's gonna get split up here. It's gonna be monumental. And everybody, a lot of people have been talking about it. A lot have been agreeing with it. Even 9th District judges have said that the more judges you get entering their opinion, the worse it gets, the more watered down it gets.
But that's the thing. They should
the less
not be
decisive the decisions are.
Like, what judges need to realize is their opinion doesn't matter. They need to follow the law. What is written in the Constitution and what is law. That's what they're supposed to be following. And what their opinion is, it doesn't matter.
It's their politics.
I mean, that's how it has to be. But if they're not going to follow it, then they should not be judges.
Yeah, they're inserting their politics into their rulings, and that's a big no-no. So
right now, I think a lot of judges, a lot of politicians, a lot of people are utilizing Trump and going against what he says to get in the spotlight in a way, so they can push their political agenda. Because if they disagree on one thing with Trump, then everybody, the world, the country will be listening to what they have to say. And I really think that's partially what's going on. I don't think it's just to sit there and say, oh, I disagree with Trump on this. I think it's more personal gain. They're trying to gain going against Trump. That's what I think.
Oh, what the shit is this? Yeah, this is another one that there was more audio. Trump from his rally talking about their judicial overstep. It's too bad we didn't get the audio sorted out because it's very powerful what he was saying. What the fuck? Why did it take me to the Wikipedia page? Stupid.
Right now you have a map up, so
yeah, that's what I was looking for, the map. So this is the 9th district right here. So it's Alaska, Hawaii, Arizona, California, Nevada, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, and Washington. It's a pretty big district. So what they were talking about, cutting the 9th off and just making it California and making this a new district right here. So.
Yeah, I mean, California should just detach from America anyways.
They want to.
I know, but it's ridiculous because honestly, most of the problems, all the people that have problems with what is going on, most of them live in California. I mean,
what did they want to call it? New Republic of California. Yeah.
a new California Republic.
So you see all the butthurt liberals flying their flags all over the place. And if you see it, you don't know what it is, you know, this is it. This is them wanting to secede from the Union. Some Civil War kind of shit. But they're all communists. Their country will tank. Nobody will bail them out because we'll have it blockaded. And motherfuckers will starve.
Close enough to Mexico, we can just extend the wall.
The length Trump was talking about building is the exact length of the border of California with the rest of the states. You're building it anyway, man.
Shit.
Okay,
what else we got here?
We got the Cinco de Mayo being celebration being canceled in Philly because they're afraid they're afraid of immigration ICE fucking cracking down.
I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's funny, but oh
yeah,
God.
man, like what the fuck? But like that tells you just how bad it is. They don't want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo because they're afraid of being deported. That means there's a big illegal population in Philly.
I mean, there's just an illegal population everywhere in the country. It's ridiculous. It needs to be handled. How much of this country's resources are going to illegal immigrants? But you know what? Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares that our resources are being utilized for people who are not Americans. Let's bring in as many people as we can to save them. Well, we have people here in America that need saved, and people just don't understand that. It just boggles my mind.
No, I understand that what you're saying. They don't care because we're all privileged, right? You know, it's not like we don't have homeless people, or mentally ill or veterans not getting care. Yeah,
I didn't read this article, although I did see something. I think it was on the news or maybe on another site
but
that I was going through. Yeah, and supposedly, or maybe it was even a meme where somebody tried to turn this into Trump disrespecting a woman and that he doesn't care about women.
Yeah, I saw
that. Get the fuck out of here! Come on.
It was misogyny. but then they issued a statement that he just didn't hear her request for a handshake. That's what they're saying anyway. I wouldn't shake that bitch's hand anyway.
Look, either way,
she's a pariah. Look at what she did to Europe and Germany, allowing that migrant bullshit to happen. Yeah, fuck all that. And then she wants to pass all this fucking race mixing bullshit. Oh, we're going to be minorities in our own countries, this and that. Like, no. And then they're saying Trump is rude. Oh, Trump's rude. He's a misogynist because he didn't shake her hand. Well, what about this bitch fucking ignoring the rape epidemic in Europe? Nobody wants to talk about it. Aren't they misogynists? But you can't reason with these people. You can't just like point out the hypocrisy to them and then they go, oh, you're a drunkard, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're xenophobic. And they put up this wall, this defense, because they know they're fucking wrong. They don't want to admit it.
The post right above that with the Amy Schumer.
Oh yeah, because nobody thinks she's funny. It's everybody else's fault.
So yeah, this right here, this is the left mentality, liberal mentality. Mm-hmm. It's simple. You don't like me. You don't like what I do. Well, you're against me. It has nothing to do with that. You're not talented or you're not good, according to them at least. It just pisses me off. She's not good. I've watched multiple things. Her stand-up I couldn't get into at all. Her stand-up is not good. I've watched. She had a show on Comedy Central for a while.
I don't want to look at her anymore.
It was similar to Dave Chappelle. It was horrible.
She's Chuck Schumer's niece, by the way. Senator Chuck Schumer. Fake Tear Schumer.
Fake Tear Schumer.
I wish I had the audio. Really wish I had the audio to play over this. Fake Tear Schumer. Do they have the? Yeah, they have the segment. Look at him. Oh, crying. So the mean-spirited Trumpy Trump. Oh, wants to protect America. Fucking Jew. Fuck off.
Whoa. We don't have problems with Jewish people. Okay?
I do. I got problems. You might not, but I do. A lot of people do, actually. It's mostly Zionist. It's not Jews.
Yeah, right. That's
Zionism. Zionists are basically like Jewish Nazis. So just so you know.
Yeah.
See, Roberto is not red-pilled, folks.
Next thing is the next article. Why aren't you going down?
Yeah, Monopoly.
Monopoly. There we go. Look at that. So they're saying goodbye to the boot, the wheelbarrow, and the thimble.
It's no more hard work, just fantasy and child's play.
I don't get why those three things though. Like I'd be okay with the change in the pieces if it made sense. Why a ducky? Why a penguin? Why a T-Rex? I don't get it.
Because boots, wheelbarrow, and thimbles, that's hard work.
Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't do something ridiculous like the little bird from Twitter or the little F from Facebook or something like that.
They should have just, if they're going to redo 3 of them, just redo all of them.
Well, what's left? The car? What is just
car, right? And the hat.
Hat. Okay. Well, they're not going to get rid of the hat because that's
Monopoly guy's hat.
For Monopoly. Yeah, and the car. I mean,
they could have a new sports car.
They could add a different car.
Maybe have a Prius there, make everybody feel good about themselves. And be sitting there sniffing their own farts.
That would only be for California. In the South, then they would have a pickup truck.
It's a hybrid, guys.
Oh shit!
Take a big hybrid dick in my butt. Fucking people. I don't know. Whatever you like. Thinking you're saving the environment by buying certain products. You're a fucking douchebag. I'm not talking about you, Bob, but other people. Yeah, like, oh, it's eco-friendly bananas. I'm saving the world. It's fair trade beans from a cat's butt. Yeah, that's good. There's people that really drink that. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Coffee from cats poop. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking unreal. Look. They shit it out of their assholes. And then they wash it off and put it in bags, and people put it in their coffee machines and they drink it. I'm not even fucking around. Look.
Yeah, I see it. I don't want to see it, but I'm seeing it.
He's feeding it to him. Look, we want to drink your shit.
I see it.
Look.
Well, now I can't eat a Baby Ruth ever again.
Them animals got to be healthy, though. They got to be regular. Look at that. Want a big old cup of that? Hybrid car drivers. Whenever you see hybrids, people going on about hybrids, Coffee, cat poop. Sheesh. All right, next one. Right? Do you want to move on, or do you want to talk about cat
I don't
poop
want to
coffee?
talk about cat poop any longer. No, thank you.
It's just me shit posting about the Russian stuff some more. We had St. Patty's Day come past. Do you want to talk about this for a second?
Sure.
Well, basically, what we don't know about St. Patrick, well, it's not popularly known. People just see St. Patty's Day as, oh, we're celebrating being Irish. Let's get drunk. It's fucking drunk and pissing public, you know? Fucking, let's just be fucking animals.
That's not what it's about?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's about Patrick. What's his real name?
Saint?
No.
Oh.
Fucking pop-ups. God damn it. Look at this shit.
Damn. Whoa, what's going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fucking pop-ups. This one right here. Here we go. I don't want this. Close that. Okay. What's his name? Can't find it.
A saint with a capital S.
Saint with a capital S. But anyway, basically, he was kidnapped and held for ransom in Ireland by some fucking warlord.
His name is Patrick. It says Patrick the entire time.
What is this? Is this Saint Patrick? What's his last name? He got to have a last name.
Does he have to have a last name?
But he had a dream, right? And
he's not even Irish.
Basically, no, he's like Welsh. And he fucking has this dream. God calls out to him and says, yeah, you got to leave. You got to go back home. And then he gets back home. He remembers his roots and stuff. And fucking, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to bring Christianity to that island. This fucking pagan degenerates. I'm gonna convert you, right? So he goes back and he meets up with his captor, his old captor. He's a chieftain, something like Miku or some shit. Yeah, Milchu right here, Milchu. And he, basically converts all other chiefs in the area, and then they, convert their people. So basically, that's when Christianity came to the island of Ireland. But he's never been canonized by the Catholic Church, so he's not really a saint.
Not canonized. What is it, Star Wars talk?
Oh, you don't know?
I know what it means. Just you said it like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's canonization. Canonized. Canonized. But basically, that's St. Patrick's story.
So it's not about Shamrock Shakes for McDonald's. It's not about green beer.
It's not about leprechaun shit and gold coins.
Nah, I don't think that's what they actually did.
But it's about Christianity. That's our roots. But the way our culture is, you talk about Christ or God or anything, and people look at you like you're fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because most religions, or not most religions, a lot of holidays that are based around religion, such as Christmas, for instance, wasn't even a Christian holiday, at first, and it became one.
The power of Christ compels you.
One that
Robert,
could be a real Christian
Jesus.
holiday, St. Patrick's Day.
Pray to me,
It isn't even mentioned.
Robert. Do thy bidding of the Lord, Robert.
Little known fact of me, I actually went to college for about a month to go be a youth minister.
What happened to that?
Well, thanks for asking. My entire life, I grew up going to the church. I started going to church around 5-6 years old, went every Sunday religiously. Sunday school, church, Sunday school, church, Sunday school, church, constantly. And throughout my time there, I just kept being told, "Oh, Bob, you're so, you're so into religion, you're so with the Lord." And as I got older, then I started being really good with kids, everything like that. So I, obviously got involved with the youth group at my church. I got involved with another youth group that I started helping out with here and there. So I got real involved with everything because I just kept being told, "Hey, this is what you're going to do with your life." So while in high school, we had the, 11th, 10th, or 11th and 12th grade, we had people coming in. So from different colleges. "So do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?" And I got confused. I was like, "I don't know what I want to do. I guess, I've been told that I want to be a youth minister, so I guess I'm going to be a youth minister." So after high school, there was a program at a nearby Christian school, and it was a satellite program from the college, because the college is actually about 50 minutes away, Geneva College, and they had a satellite program that was about 10, 15 minutes from my house. So I was like, I'll do that. Me and a couple of my friends from my church were all going to do it. So I started going, and for that first month, it was just kind of hectic because I did have a full-time job. I was working at Hollywood Video at the time, and I was a supervisor, shift leader there at the time. And I had to go to work. I had to work daily. So school was early, then it was work at night. Well, one of the professors that was there changed the time of his class a couple times, and he changed it to a time where I had to work. Normally his class was supposed to be, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 o'clock, and it was supposed to last an hour. That would have given me enough time to get to work afterwards. Well, unfortunately, he pushed it back an hour, sometimes 2 hours, and I couldn't make it to class. I had to go to work. If I didn't work, I couldn't pay for college. Well, the person who ran the program came up to me the one night, and she told me, she was like, "Hey, look, you need to get your priorities straight." And I was like, "Whoa, my priorities are straight. I need to work to go to school. It's not my fault that the professor keeps changing the times." "Well, then you need to get something figured out, because this should come first." And that's when I was like, you know what, this isn't for me. I didn't even really want to be here. I didn't want to be doing this. And then I went away and started living the life of not being a college student. So
you're like, fuck that shit.
Honestly, I mean, it's not just the experience, because the experience is kind of cool. A lot of the people I met there within those first few weeks were really cool. But I think I was coming to the realization at the time that it wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't even know what I wanted to do. And that's a big problem with this country, is we expect everybody to know exactly what they want to do by the time they're 18. And that's ridiculous. I don't think that should be expected of anybody, which makes it a lot more difficult in life. Because, yeah, there may be some people that know what they want to do by the time they're 18. But honestly, I didn't figure it out until I was in my mid-20s. And by that time, because I'm a little bit quick with everything, I had a couple kids, married, stuff like that.
You nodded in there. You didn't pull out.
So that's
said, give me an O face. Yeah.
Kind of where I was.
You got swimmers, Bob. You got swimmers.
Yeah, I should probably get that taken care of.
No way, man. Make more.
No more.
The Lord said, be prosperous or something, and multiply.
Multiply, yes.
Have lots of kids.
I was talking to my mom about that the other day, because we were talking about.
I was reading the Bible the other day. I was like, man, fuck this 2-kid bullshit. Motherfuckers should be having like 10 kids.
Honestly, though, the point of life, the meaning of life,
is to have more life.
That's exactly it. No, you're right. Because people sit there and try and think, well, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here? Blah, 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 this and that. I mean, if you really get down and think about it, what is the one thing that us as humanity have in common? We have the ability to procreate. Everybody else has their own agendas, but the one solid thing that we all have in common is the ability to procreate. And I get that. People are going to be freaking out. No, there's some people who can't, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I understand.
I always say that we should be very careful, because our reproductive organs are the tools that God gave us to create life.
But that's the thing. I mean, that is our our duty as being a human, as being alive, is to procreate. So that is the meaning of life. I mean, obviously, you can look deeper into it if you're a religious person.
I would say,
It's about
you know,
pleasing God. God's first, and so on and so forth. But
life is, if you want to look at it like this, life is a gift, and God gave you this gift, and He wants you to enjoy yourself, but He wants more people to enjoy it too. So that means go and make more fucking people.
Yeah.
Basically. But I mean,
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, when you return to God, when your spirit returns to the Lord, He lives your memories as well. It's basically like, it's like that exchange. He gives you His energy, His spirit to go out into the world and live. And then when you return, you give your energy back to Him, and all the memories and everything come with it. So it's basically like God can't come onto the plane of Earth, but you can, and He's making this trade with you. That's the way I look at it.
Not the way I look at it, but
of course not. Of course, because I have a very different outlook. It's kind of like a Gnostic, hermetical approach. But I think any kind of belief in any kind of higher power is probably a good thing. So, arguing with people about their religious convictions, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, before it did, you know, as you're a young kid and you don't really know too much about anything. It makes sense to argue with people about God and tell them, "Oh, God's not real. We have science, and there was a Big Bang and everything." And it's like, hey, motherfucker, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
This isn't really in depth. I mean, we can get in depth. I wasn't expecting this conversation to pop up, but
that's right. However, I mean, there's not much more. I'm going through the links here. I mean, there's that Time magazine cover that I posted that's coming up.
How about Geert Wilder? Fucking lost, man. I would have liked to see him win, but I mean, the Netherlands are pretty fucking cucked. They really are. The Europeans in general, they're pretty fucking cucked. They fucked themselves real good.
Yeah.
And you know what? It sucks to say it. Well, not really, but well, for the people, like for the Muslims, it would suck. But you know, Europe needs another Hitler. If they want to save Europe, it's gonna take some doing. It's gonna take some really, really. I don't even have the words to describe what they need to do. And the Holy War is like child's play. I'm talking fucking fire and brimstone, man. Europe needs to be cleansed with fire.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing to add to that.
Good. Moving on. How about that? I was talking with my bro, and he was like, "Man, why didn't you guys cover Shia LaBeouf and He Will Not Divide Us flag capturing last week?" So, I mean, if you don't follow what's happening with all of this, you're going to be clueless. So basically, it starts out at Shia LaBeouf. He hates President Trump, so he figures he's going to have this art project going for 4 years of brainwashed idiots standing in front of a camera, continually chanting, "He will not divide us," like brainwashed cult members. So he opens this up at the Museum of Moving Objects or some shit in like New York or whatever. So, you know, internet trolls, the Kekians out there, the good workers of our frog god Kek, they decided to troll it hard, and you know, Shia LaBeouf was assaulting people, and he was arrested. So it got out of control. They shut it down. So he takes it to Arizona, and in less than a week, there was fucking a shooting by the camera, and it wasn't. I don't think it was involved with the camera at all. But you know, he was just like, "Man, this ain't a safe place." So he shut it down. So then he decided to have a flag in the middle of a field, and have a camera pointing up in the sky looking at this flag. And he thought that nobody would be able to find it. Like it was just going to be in some anonymous spot and nobody would know. And what do you know? Pole gets a hold of this live stream, and they're basically like weaponized autists. And they tracked aircraft radar, telemetry, star telemetry, and they used the sun to figure out what time zone it was, where it was on the planet, and then they zeroed it in. And as you're seeing on this video here, they scoured the net, got all this information. Shia LaBeouf was fly fishing, and he was eating in this restaurant. So they zeroed in on a location, and then they sent somebody around driving up and down the roads in the area, honking their horn, basically playing Marco Polo with the webcam. And then they found it. They fucking found it. In like 36 hours, they found it. And then they captured the flag. And they took it down. They took it down. They waited till night, and they took it down. And they put I think it was a Pepe shirt and a Donald Trump. He will make America great again hat, or one of those red hats. And they replaced the flag with that. And dude, it's magical. It's like holy shit, holy motherfucking shit. Pole is like. It's like their own intelligence agency now. And previously, they were calling it airstrikes. They couldn't find out where this terrorist training camp was, or maybe they knew where it was. But, Pole got on Google Earth. They split Syria up with a grid, and each anon took their own portion of the grid, and they scoured it, and they matched the images with the photos from this propaganda video. And then within it was like 48 hours, they fucking hit the base with fucking airstrike. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. And now, I don't know if you've seen the latest thing. I didn't post it because the link was dead. What they've taken now is border cameras. And now they're watching the border cameras. And they're reporting illegal border crossers. And right there, you can see in the video Shia LaBeouf sitting there with a baseball bat protecting his flagpole. And here's the new plan. They're gonna have a bucket with the hat and everything go on top. Look, they're gonna use drones to drop it. Oh man, I love you, Paul. Most of the time it's cucked out. Mostly Paul's cucked out during off hours. Like you see a bunch of stupid fucking bullshit being discussed on there. But when shit goes down, Paul fills up quick. The threads are fucking going off. Everybody's just like when crowdsourcing events happen, everybody's there. And if you haven't been on Poll on 4chan, check it out. Maybe not. Just lurk. If you're a fucking new fag, just lurk. Don't fucking muddy the fucking place up. But yeah, that's He Will Not Divide Us, man. It was a long fucking epic with the first one, but this one, the third rendition of it, that was it. That sent Poll into the stratosphere. I mean, fucking wonderful. So, the Nog chimp out. Should we? No, we shouldn't cover that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
How about the self-replicating chicken tendies?
Look, as I said, hey, if they taste good, if it's not going to harm me, why the hell not? I'd probably eat it.
I think they would be great. It's expensive. It's really expensive now. But if they industrialize it, it could get rid of a lot of factory farms. Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever seen those factory farms.
I'm sure PETA would be happy.
Oh, dude, those factory farms are fucking nasty, man. Well, look it up. Chicken factory farms. Just go some images. Look at this. Well, it's all chickens on a conveyor belt. They're stuck in these cages.
Yeah.
And they harvest them for their eggs, and then when they can't lay eggs anymore, they're gonna cut their heads off, and they make chicken breasts out of them and stuff. And then they have, oh yeah, you want free range chicken, guys? Here's free range chicken. You think, oh yeah, they're running around the farm, all happy chickens. Nope, they're stuck in a warehouse.
Yeah, they're in a warehouse,
just not each other's eyes out.
Yeah, they're just not in cages. That's all.
So I'm totally down with some chicken replicating itself in a lab. If there's no negative side effects, it doesn't cause cancer, and it tastes great, and it doesn't make you go brain dead or like your teeth fall out or something, or make you shit or piss green goo or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down with it. But yeah, I kind of want to try them. What do you think? Would you eat them?
I'd try it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Of course, a little fun clip. I mean, I wish we can get more people to post in the group. Everybody's just like, do you think they're like afraid to post, or they just don't give a fuck?
I don't know. Maybe a little of both. I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people are afraid because they think it's all political, and obviously, as we've been going through here, it's not all political. If post anything, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're excited about it, if it's something you want to talk about, post it up.
Hey, if you're constipated and you need tips, post it, man. We'll talk about it. We might humiliate you, but
yeah. Stick your finger humiliate up there, you a little bit. Our finger up there. We'll tell you to stick your finger up there.
Yeah, I don't know, Bob. This might be a little overboard there. Anyway, so Rex Tillerson, the Saudis visited Trump at the White House. I mean, it really ain't much to say here. Of course, they have a lot of natural resources, but this map right here makes perfectly clear what's going on in Syria right now. It's about pipelines. It's about motherfucking pipelines, guys. So basically, China, Russia, they want to run Iranian natural gas into the European market. Where the Saudis, they want to run their natural gas into the European market. But at the same time, the Russians up in here, that's off the map, they want to control the European market as well. So it's a big natural gas battle here. And basically, the Iranians, Chinese, Russians, they really just need to run their pipeline through Iraq. So we took out Iraq already. They can't get rights. So this is where ISIS came in. ISIS took this huge swath right here. But it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense because ISIS is funded by Saudis. So it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, it makes sense once you take a look at the pipeline. How they want to take the pipeline.
So maybe ISIS was the Saudis making sure they couldn't build their pipeline. Maybe that's what was going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And at the same time, destabilize Syria because Assad was allied with the Russians, and the Russians are backing this pipeline. So the Saudis, yeah, that's what ISIS is doing. Wanted to kill Assad, take that out, and basically get this pipeline ran through the area.
Yeah.
But by no means, just because they did this with ISIS up in here, doesn't make the Iranians or the Russians or the Chinese good guys either. Because people get stuck in that fucking that false left-right paradigm.
Truth.
But I mean, yeah, Zero Hedge. Zero Hedge is my shit. Very good articles on Zero Hedge if you guys haven't checked it out yet. Do you got anything you want to say about this?
Nope.
All right, cool. How about this? Yeah, turn your son into a chick.
So remember how a little bit ago we were just talking about the meaning of life?
Shake head. yeah, man. It's fucking shake my fist at it like fucking retarded nonsense.
Just stop. Like you were born one way. If you got genitals, if
Then
you
they
got a
pop
penis,
out
you're
with no
dude.
science, pseudoscience. They say, "Oh well, it's a proven fact that you could be Z-gendered, whatever the fuck that means,
Yeah.
or like the multi-gender thing." But it's a mental illness.
It is. I mean, it really is. Look, again, we're going to get on this, and people are going to freak out because, oh, you're against homosexuals. This is completely different than
So what if I
homosexuals.
was? So what if I was against homosexuals?
And that's the thing. Again, you're right. Who cares if we are? But this is a completely different thing of being a homosexual. It really is, because this is somebody trying to change what their genetic makeup is, what they were created by God to be. Like, this is completely ridiculous. It's just absurd. Absurd.
There's two
And
chromosomes.
the fact that Time magazine,
there's an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. If you have two X chromosomes, you're a chick. If you have an X and a Y chromosome, you're a dude. End of fucking story.
and the fact that Time magazine is going to post this, or not post this, but write a story and make this a cover, of their magazine, is appalling. It's absolutely appalling. This should not be something that we're just okay. Why do we have to be okay with everything? Why does it need to be okay? Like, why do people need to push it on us? Stop.
Then they want to fucking threaten your job and make you shut up.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. That's a political hit job at your workplace. That's some Stalin kind of shit. It's just fucking cultural Marxism. That's all it is, cultural Marxism.
Look, I'm afraid to get out into the dating world because who knows? I may see some.
We should do an episode on cultural Marxism, like in depth, like actually talk about some real shit. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just referring to it as cultural Marxism, actually like do some really good research, and it doesn't have to be an hour long.
Yeah,
just
but again,
a couple minutes maybe.
As I was saying, I'm afraid to get into the dating world because you have no idea sometimes. Like, this one, you could tell is a dude. This one you can. But I guarantee there's going to be ones out there that you can't tell are dudes, and you're going to start talking to them, and they're going to end up being a dude and who wants to be a woman.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. No. No.
If I had a son and he was like, I want to wear women's clothing, I'd smack the shit out of him.
Jesus Christ, Brian.
I would. What? We don't hit our kids anymore. That's why they act like fucking assholes.
No, I agree. I mean, I've never been against not
Smack
beating
some sense into them, like
not beating children, but I'm not against the idea of spanking them or punishing them that way. I mean, I was growing up, and I think I'm doing pretty well for myself, as a human being. I know that I'm pretty sure you were. You're doing pretty good for yourself. I mean, that's the thing. As a human being, can't look at whatever. No, I'm not getting into it. I'm done.
I don't know. I think my life as is right now is definitely all my fault. Lots of poor decisions.
As a human being, I'm not talking about what you've done in life. I think as a human being, your thoughts, the way you act, that kind of stuff. That's what's determined by that kind of being raised that way. You're going to be your own person. There's going to be people who are going to have, parents who hit them, and they're still going to go out and be drug addicts. You're going to have people who don't get hit at all.
There's a lot of people that use any excuse to justify what they're doing.
It's using an excuse, and again, I'm not sitting here saying I agree with beating. I'm
children. Not. Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
Abusing them.
Abusing them is completely different than spanking them from time to time. To put them in their place.
If your parents knock some sense into you, and you got your sense knocked into you, well, then it worked.
Look, here's the
but
one
people
thing
that like wail on their kids with a belt all day or lock them in closets, I mean, or do harsh
that's
shit,
just
fucking throw them in tubs with boiling hot water. People do that. I don't know if you ever saw that. That one
no.
lady,
I've seen stuff like
her
that.
fucking
It's
her
absurd.
parent, her punishment for a kid acting up for something really minor was making them sit in a scalding hot tub of water.
That's just absurd. I know when I was a kid, if I did something bad, I got a smack on the butt. And, I would then, if my mom then was like, don't do it, and she looked at me, I knew I didn't want to get smacked on the butt. That shit sucked. So I wouldn't do it anymore. My mom didn't have to take it past there. And there
You
are some
just wait until
children.
she wasn't looking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But honestly, I mean, you have to get your kids to respect you. And
Yeah,
I'm not
that's a
saying that
respect authority.
exactly. It's respecting authority. My kids respect me. I haven't had to smack any of my kids on the butt.
What about the
Why?
paddle in schools? Do you think they should bring the paddle back?
No, but I think that if authority was established at home, school would be a lot different.
I think you should get a couple warnings first. And then, if you're still acting up after detention or suspension, and the suspension doesn't work, and like the parents aren't doing it at home, and the kids are still acting like assholes, leave it up to the parents first to do the paddling.
Yeah.
Or, whatever punishment. But if it doesn't work, it's, the school has an obligation to make good citizens, don't you think?
I think
A
they
lot
do,
of
yeah.
people will say, "Oh, don't leave the raising to the state." But if the parents aren't raising the children correctly, who's going to do it?
It's very true.
And the extended family, if nobody's going to step in, who's going to do it? The school has to. So it's something as simple as paddling a kid and making them respect authority is too much. And granted, sure, there could be teachers or principals that could go overboard with the paddle. Of course, I mean it's with anything. Anything can be abused. You could drink too much fucking tea. You know what I mean? Or something simple. Anything can go overboard. But if it's done right, then you have success, right?
Yeah.
That tea reference was a bad analogy. But anyway, fuck this cross-dressing fucking homo. I know you don't like all the harsh terms and shit, but that's a cross-dressing homo. It's a fucking dude with a fetish for clothes. That's what it is. And they want special rights. Fuck out of here. And here we go again. Kathy Steinmetz. It's always these fucking Jews pushing this bullshit. Always. Every time. Every fucking time.
I mean, in all honesty, though, you don't know if she's Jewish. She could have married into a Jewish to a Jewish man who doesn't exactly practice being Jewish. You don't know that.
I looked her up.
Oh, okay.
I looked her up. As a Jew. Oy vey. I guess we can get into this. Maybe not. But basically, this article here is about a New York Assemblyman. He entered this bill for consideration, basically, to limit people's free speech. And if somebody is offended with this bill, it gives them 30 days to remove that information, or they could be prosecuted if somebody's offended by it. So basically, this bill right here that we've stopped on, this is anti-1A First Amendment legislation. And this is New York City fucking trying to do this shit. It's always like from these ultra liberal areas like LA, Los Angeles, California, or New York. It's always these Democrat controlled areas that are always pushing these anti-American, anti-Constitution laws and political agendas. It's the Democrats. I mean, it's no secret here that the Democrats are globalists and they want nothing more than the destruction of our country. If that triggers you, then good. I'm glad you're triggered.
Shit.
Moving on. How are we looking on time here?
We're about, I think we're at or just past the hour mark here. Hey, this post here real quick. Don Booth.
Don Booth was supposed to be on a few episodes past, I guess.
Yeah. He's been kind of busy doing this right here. He's been building some cosplay. He is really big and heavy into cosplay. He's doing amazing work. So check him out. Look him up on Facebook. I'm sure he'd be happy to show you guys some of his cosplay. So I know there was about 2 years ago, he did a Voltron cosplay where he was Voltron. I think that's the name of the I don't know, whatever the big. I was never a Voltron fan. Sorry, but like it was pretty insane looking. So.
Yeah, it'd be good to have him on. Maybe have him on remote control if he doesn't want to get political or anything. Because he's into the cosplay stuff. I don't want to taint his cosplay stuff with my my radicalized political speech. I say it every time. Just come check out our group, join in the discussion.
Real quick,
if you don't like,
go to the Justin Bieber thing real quick because that thing's fucking hilarious.
Why? This one is this what you want to leave off on?
We can leave with this, yeah. Cosmopolitan. First off,
it's Cosmopolitan. They're about dick sucking tips, and now they're talking about green lizards. What the fuck happened? What has happened to this world we live in? God, fucking Trump comes into power, or God Emperor Trump, and everybody just goes mad.
Oh my goodness! But literally, like per BuzzFeed. So this comes from BuzzFeed. Cosmopolitan then talks about it. And fans in Australia allegedly say they saw Justin Bieber morph into a giant reptile. This isn't this is a real story that was posted. It's not fake. Like this.
What if he really did that?
Really?
If he really did fucking turn into a giant lizard.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised. But
hold on, let's see if Google got any pictures of him as a giant lizard. We gotta look.
But
he spells his last name B.
Yeah, right there. It's right there, buddy.
Bieber, the Canuck, the frickin' Leaf, fear the rake Leafs. Anyway, Justin Bieber, giant lizard. Somebody's got to have memed this.
Giant
lizard king. How ridiculous. Oh no, my microphone is coming undone.
Oh no.
All right, got it back.
Technical difficulties.
Do we have? How did nobody meme this?
Well, I guess we know what we're going to be doing.
Doing it right now. I'm doing it live on air. Hold on. Oh, shit. Where's
Slow
the...
down.
What is
the
this?
funny thing is, like, people... Okay, first off, I hate Justin Bieber. I think he's, one, not talented in the slightest. Number two, a complete jackass and asshole. And
we got to pick a... Which one is it going to be? We need a face.
I don't know. Shit, dude.
We need an extra douchey one.
Yeah, that's pretty douchey right there. You can take that one.
Super douchey.
Oh, man. What are we getting into right now? Like, come on. Oh, man.
Keep talking.
Okay, that's
keep
just
talking. I'm a main.
And I know that we were going to lead off with that, but we're going to end with the not lead off, but end off with that. We're going to end off with the actual meme here in a moment. I do want to talk about the next article. James Woods being sued $3 million over a Nazi tweet. I'm kind of happy that I was pointed in this direction for James Woods, because being that he's from in Hollywood, you would obviously just think that he's just, completely left wing and, liberal and everything like that. But we're finding out that there's more and more that are actually in Hollywood that aren't, which is kind of nice. But he says it how it is. He's not afraid to hold anything back in, whenever he's talking on Twitter. And there was a complaint that he posted a tweet with a picture of and caption relating to Mrs. Bolger, identifying her as a leader of Women for Bernie and Ohio grassroots organizer. The lawsuit says that Wood's tweet read, "So-called #Trump Nazi is a Bernie Sanders agitator operative." So, I mean, he says it how that's fucking. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? But definitely check out James Woods on Twitter, because he does say it how it is, and definitely worth the read.
Keep talking.
I don't have anything else to say.
Nothing.
Jesus. What's I got to say here? Run through here. Do. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, we didn't talk about this guy. There it is. That's fucking awesome. Oh man, you gotta put some letters down there, or letters, words in there.
Hold on, what are we gonna say?
Shit.
What's he gonna say?
I don't know. I'm thinking. Jesus Christ.
To Bieber. They come to butthead. That work?
Sure.
Kind of a font do we want here?
A font that sticks out. What are you using, GIMP?
Yeah, GIMP. It's free. Don't hate me.
I don't hate you. I kind of like it. I want to use it. I don't use GIMP.
It's hard to understand at first, but once you get the hang of it.
Is it only an Apple thing?
I don't think so.
Because fuck Apple.
They do make things so fucking difficult for no goddamn reason whatsoever. The one thing about GIMP is the fonts fucking suck.
No, that's all right.
To be better. Okay, now.
I just want to have something I could make decent pictures with. Memes. Meme. Guys, if you are still watching and listening to us, thanks for sticking with us here. For sure, because we kind of got way off topic or off anything here. But thanks for sticking with us. While he's finishing this here, again, definitely pay attention to iTunes. I have my podcast on at the Remote Control. There's a few episodes. There's the premiere episode last week is on there, plus a couple small episodes of just different things, covering things like the Logan review and stuff like that from the movies, because it is all about entertainment. You can also check out the YouTube channel where you'll see my lovely face on a video talking about those things. Then I also have the website, remotecontrol.com, which you saw as well. And you can follow me on Twitter at the Remote Control as well. Yeah, that's me. Are you done with that yet, buddy?
I am.
All right.
Hold on. I gotta post it. Where the shit here?
And now, everyone, you just saw how a meme is created.
If I can get the my shit to work. Why is my fucking Safari? This thing sucks so bad. Okay, that works. Exit that up, maybe. Oh, it froze.
Yeah.
Hold on. We gotta finish it with.
You gotta finish it.
With the posting. Come to Bieber. Come to Bieber. Robert, what have we done?
And there it goes.
There it is, folks.
So again, join us. See us, the final chapter group on Facebook. Come, take the photo, use it, spread it around.
Welcome to CS Podcast Radio. Or no, wait a minute. CS the final chapter. All right, guys. Have a good night. This is it. I'm stopping the broadcast, Robert. What have we done? We've made a monstrosity.
Okay, yes, I understand. It's about time.